Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my Whole Foods grocery haul for the week for my family of 4. I'll be making some delicious homemade gluten-free bread, and I will be doing a little garden chat, planting some seeds, followed by making some delicious tacos with my husband for dinner. Thank you so much for joining me as always. I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's get into the Whole Foods grocery haul. So the first thing in our Whole Foods haul is going to be the granola. I love both of these brands. Some pouches for my baby. This one is one of his favorites lately. White bean, pumpkin apple. Really good. He loves all of the Serenity pouches. If you've seen my Thrive Market hauls, we get a lot of these pouches from Thrive Market. Some prunes to throw in there once in a while. All right, so we got some eggs. We got some cheese. My husband picked out the cheese today, so we'll see how this is. Looks good. And then this one, grass-fed cheddar. That looks really good. We'll have that with the tacos tonight. Tomatoes, strawberries. We had to dig into these strawberries on the way home because my 2-year-old was hungry. We also had to break into the cereal over here. If you see, that's open. Bananas, of course. We got these corn tortillas for tonight, and then the Whole Foods guac, which we've never had before, but it looked really good. So my husband's like, we gotta get this. Roasted red pepper hummus, big tub of that because my 2-year-old loves that. We eat that on a lot of stuff. Some salsa here. Which one is this? The pico de gallo. Of course, some avocados. We have apples. We have oranges. 1 onion because I still had some onions from last week. Big thing of potatoes here. The Whole Foods brand. I am going to be doing gluten-free for a while. I have a little thyroid thing happening, so I've been doing a lot of reading. I just read the Medical Medium, like the thyroid healing book, and so one of the things is to go gluten-free. So I got gluten-free pasta this week, and that's what I'm excited to make in the new bread maker over here. We're going to make a gluten-free bread. So I did get the gluten-free flour, the Bob's Red Mill, and then the xanthan gum today. Those are going to be used for the bread. Our favorite chocolate chips, can't live without these. Cocoa powder we needed. I want to make some sweet potato brownies because I do have some sweet potatoes left over from last week as well. I thought that would be like a fun little treat to make for my Gigi. My husband got Whole Foods pickles. So this is Gigi's favorite cereal, the only cereal we ever have in the house. We got some rice here. My husband got this here, this like soap scrub and this deodorant, so he got those 2 things. I'm back on the Mrs. Meyer's for a little bit. I'm really liking this mint scent. It's about to like be discontinued for the season, I guess, because I got this last time. All right, so my husband's gonna do a little juice cleanse this week. He's got like a little bachelor party he's going on at the end of the week. So he's like, I just want to juice all week. So these are all juices for him to bring to work. Kind of pricey, but he's not gonna be eating lunch. He's just gonna be having a juice in place of a lunch, so it's not too bad. Carrots, big thing of mushrooms. I use mushrooms a lot in place of meat. I'll use like mushrooms and beans when I make a lot of vegetarian meals. Kale, of course. We're going to do some juice. That's why I have celery here. So we'll do celery, kale, carrot, apple juice. Gigi loves to juice now, and she loves to drink her juice. 4 beautiful giant heads of romaine lettuce. Like Whole Foods, you just can't beat it. Their produce is just so much better than Publix. And then for meats, we got the chicken thighs. We're going to use those for tacos tonight. And then we got some kebabs. Can't go there without getting kebabs. So these are the black pepper marinated beef kebabs. So I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. They're amazing on the grill. I'll actually share with you. Maybe I'll share a clip this week of making these because we're not going to make these tonight. But maybe I'll share a clip and add it right here in this portion of the video. And then a big giant thing of baby spinach. So this haul is definitely, in my opinion, very healthy. I do have a Thrive Market haul coming this week. I've been ordering now every 2 weeks instead of every 1 to kind of just fill in any of these gaps. And so this is all mostly fresh food, all gonna be eaten this week. And then the Thrive Market haul is more like tomato sauces and more baby pouches, and I think I got honey and maple syrup and some more of that sort of stuff on my Thrive haul. So this is mostly like our fresh food, our produce, our juices, our meat. What a beautiful haul. I just think produce is so beautiful, and the juices are really pretty too. So we're gonna be using these two things to get started on that bread here in just a minute. I have to go put my baby down for a nap, and then I'll get started on that bread. All right, so next up, I'm getting ready to make some gluten-free bread in my new bread machine here. Really excited to use this for the first time. So I'm gonna be using this recipe here. So I got this gluten-free bread recipe from Tiffany Beeston's YouTube channel. If you don't know who she is like the queen of YouTube, so check her channel out. So I'm just getting the milk warm. I'm gonna go ahead and add this 1/4 cup of butter into there to melt that. And whisk up these 2 eggs here and then add everything in, and we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, next up, I'm just gonna get started on planting some new seeds. I love the True Leaf Market seeds. Those are definitely my favorite for planting. And I've had a lot of pots that in the last few months have died. I had kale, I had spinach. I have all these herbs that have just got too much sun. They need to be repotted and kind of given a little TLC. But I'm lucky I live in Florida, so I can keep some things alive all year round and constantly have some, lettuce and spinach and kale and sprouts and stuff like that. But I do have these 2 beautiful potted tomato plants that I actually started from seed myself, and they're finally loaded with tomatoes. And I kind of just wanted to show you that you don't have to have a huge yard or this humongous space and be like a full-on farmer to just start growing some of your own food. Look at how many tomatoes are on this plant from this one pot. All you really need is some dirt, some seeds, and a couple pots, and you can grow things in your apartment and your windowsill. And I just think it's great. The closer that we can get to more edible plants and just growing things ourselves, the more independent we can be. And these are just bunching onions, or I call them scallions, that I'm going to be planting a bunch more of these seeds today. But they grow really easy, and it's like having fresh onions all the time to add into your stir fries or salads or whatever. And all you need is a small pot. And so that's a super easy thing to put in a pot. And I just wanted to share with you a couple pictures. This is from over 10 years ago. I think I was 27 in this picture. I used to grow a ton of my own food in the summers when I lived in New York. I grew tons of carrots, beets, tomatoes, you name it. Lots of lettuce, lots of Swiss chard and spinach and greens. And I really want to get back into this kind of full-blown vegetable farming in the next couple of years. But as of right now, I'm kind of just using the pots, and that's okay too. As the kids get older, I think it'll be something really great that we can all do together, and something that I can teach them. And I'm really excited to kind of be a full-blown gardener again. But anyway, I found this little guy in my tomato plant, and I kind of jumped because I wasn't expecting him. I'm still not like a true Florida girl. When I see little lizards and things like this and they jump at me, I jump like a mile. But anyway, I thought he was kind of cute.
break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. 'Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be.
All right, guys, next up, it's Saturday evening dinner. We've been out and about all morning, and so Saturdays are always a super simple dinner. I cook 7 days a week, all day, for breakfast, lunch, dinner. And so on Saturday, it's nice to have more of a simple meal. So we're just doing some simple tacos, basically just some rice. We're gonna saute up some peppers and onions, make some chicken on the grill. We already bought that pre-made guac and pico de gallo, so I'm like way ahead there with that. And my husband's gonna fry up some corn shells, and voila, we have the perfect simple meal. The simpler, the better.
You don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You are like me, and I'm like you. You are like me, and I'm like you. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be.
All right, so we have a super simple, delicious taco. And of course, the first one goes straight to my husband because that's how you keep a happy marriage. Secrets to a happy marriage right there. Okay, so while we were out at Whole Foods, we did stop at Barnes & Noble, and I want to share with you my 4 book picks for the month of June. All right, so I have Ruth Ware, The It Girl, One Italian Summer, Rebecca Searle, I guess that's how you say it. I've been wanting to read this for a while. Tea Girl of Hummingbird Lane, Lisa C. And then Not a Happy Family by Sherry Lapina. I have all of Sherry Lapina's and Ruth Ware's books. They're kind of newer authors. Well, I mean newer, meaning in the last probably 5-6 years. Actually, maybe more than that, but Ruth Ware, oh my gosh, her books are so good. I'm not going to read like all the descriptions of each book, but she does psychological thrillers so well, and so does Sherry Lapina. Both do psychological thrillers amazing. I can read these books so fast. I mean, before I had kids, I could read these in like 2 days, but now it's going to take a lot longer than that. Lisa C., one of my favorite authors of all time. She wrote Snowflower and the Secret Fan, one of my absolute all-time favorite books that I've ever read. If you haven't read that book or heard of it, you should read it. It's phenomenal. She is amazing, amazing, amazing. And I've read a few of her other books. Shanghai Girls, Peony in Love, China Dolls, I think was one. I've read a few of her books that are really, really good. So I'm excited for a new Lisa C. book. Totally different than these two psychological thrillers. And then One Italian Summer. I've been wanting to read this for a while. I'm not going to read the descriptions of these, but I do love this comment that's on the back of this book. It says something like, let's see. In these cynical times full of snark and memes, it's nice to surrender to magic every now and then. And I thought that's exactly what I need, and I think what everybody needs, because everything is so cynical. If you're ever on social media, if you're looking at things, it's like everything is just very cynical right now, and I don't know. And it's nice to just not, I don't live in that world. I don't do a lot of social media. I do have Instagram, and of course I have YouTube, but that's it. I don't have Facebook or anything like that. And so I just try to stay in my books, stay, you know, in real life. And I just love that. And I love that that's what books are. It's like there's still magic, there's still greatness, there's still everything, and suspense, and just so much that you get in books that, you know, you just don't get in social media. So anyway, these are going to be my next 4 books. Anybody want to join a book club? Leave a comment below, because I've always wanted to be in a book club. Maybe I'll start like a Zoom book club. Wouldn't that be cool? All right. Anyway, that's my book haul.
It's funny how my heart is wired. It doesn't make any sense to me.